Hey folks, Ralph with Straight Lenses here today. Today mini episode of what you need to do in order to get the spring out of the rear suspension, out of 123, 124, the 201, the 126 Benzes. And I'm going to go over a couple of basics so you know what you're up against with this one. And yeah, enjoy it. As always, give the channel a like, and I'm always looking forward to hear your questions and requests. Talk to you soon, and here we go. Well, here's what we're talking about. In the one car, I need to replace the rear trailing arm because it's rusted through at the bottom right there where the spring is. And in order to get it out, there's a lot of stuff that you need to get away from the car, but most of all, you need to be able to remove the spring. And in order to remove the spring, guess what? You also need to remove the shock. Here at the junkyard, they're ruffians, so they cut everything. Here's the cable. Unfortunately, they just cut everything that they don't need, that they didn't sell, and throw everything out, which is not necessarily something I'm all about. But anyway, in order to get the shock out, you need to get the rear seat, even the back out, in order to get to the upper screw, and then you need to loosen up those screws there, which ought to be fun, which we'll get to in a moment. But this is in the way of you getting the tool in place to get that thing, the spring out. The tool that I'm talking about is this. You need the two bigger discs here in that center mount, and I'll show you in a moment how that goes together and what you need to be able to do. You need to jack up the car high enough because the shock gets removed through the bottom. That's the only way how it comes out. And henceforth, you need to have enough room under the car to be able to remove the shock and then insert the tool. So in essence, what this tool does for you is you need to get these things as far apart as possible. And I'm hoping you'll be able to do that under the car, like so. And then you insert this tool and it locks in place. Because the last thing you want is for that tool to ever come loose, like so. And then you tighten this rod here until, there you go. Finally, you can go ahead and compress the spring. So you need to drive this spring, this tensioner, all the way together as far as you can in order to release the tension, and then you can remove the spring. To do that without this contraption, it is possible, sure. It is just not as nice as having this tool. Some folks like AutoZone, etc., they might even have that to loan. I got myself this tool set because it's just worth it to get it. And well, we'll remove the shock next. I always make sure to soak this with WD-40 PB Blast or something in order to get that one to loosen up somewhat before you tear into this thing. It's a size 17. Let's see how tight this thing is on there. Actually, this is not too bad. I've had a couple of them, they just broke off because the salt water and all the other stuff tends to accumulate down in there. So that's that. Ugh. There you go. And there's even Loctite on it. Wow. So, here you go. This is actually one of the rarer versions with the self-leveling suspension on there. But But anyway, so this is coming off, which is fortunate. Sometimes that's a pain in the neck to come out. So anyway, right, so far for a mini episode of how to get the spring out and the shock out. There are a couple of episodes coming up that I'm working on that will deal with removing the back seat altogether, even the seat back on the one without adjustable seats in the back. And then more episodes on installing that new swing arm, new to me swing arm, how to adjust the handbrake. That's going to be part of it. And also the half axles, because they need to come out of there. I'm going to do the boots and also the seals on the rear differential. So it's a whole treasure trove of episodes that are going to be in the works here shortly. Take care and save the old cars. Keep them on the road.